Welcome back to another Medicinal Mass Media production. I'm Demonstryde, and tonight we're going to be playing some Project Zomboid while I listen to Discord. You can join in. There's links below. There's quite a lot going on there, but until then, we're going to go to the game.
$150 by design.
Oh, I know it.
In fact, that's
All right,
that's
let
a
me
big
just
business.
check
That's
and
part
make
of
sure
my industry, actually,
the game is
is
playing.
retail merchandising, build software.
Just check and make sure
It helps people
the
take
game
advantage of people like you.
Yeah.
That's
Yep, you bet.
fuck. It sounds really bad when I just said it as a sentence.
Oh.
Let there be no doubt.
Well, it looks like you guys get to listen in on the.
Colors, placement, location. Oh yeah.
Well, let me see if I can fix that. We get the overlay.
It's all by design.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually more about, because you get flow rates from aisles and stuff, and then you get all the metrics, like how when people have stood still, and you get the purchase rate, and all these kind of things, and then you put that together, and then we certainly create tools with machine learning to be able to predict the best way. So if you've got a product that in one store sells quite well, but in another store isn't on the beaten path, and that when someone buys,
Load all the
say,
mods
Maz
in.
and a fucking
Let's do
Twix,
that.
they're also maybe going to get Snickers, then you can work out the better paths
enable
so that they
this.
might go in there predominantly for those higher tier items, but getting you to walk past the secondary tier that you're likely to buy based on that purchasing path. That's very all calculated, and you test with that's tested day in, well, not day in, day out, but because you don't do big resets, only happen like every few
a
months.
mod to regulate custom
What's the most
tiles.
premium location in something like a Walmart or a Home
Hold
Depot
on.
is an end cap.
Let me just fix the audio real quick. Okay.
Bridges and consumable products, but you have to, if a Walmart buys Coca-Cola, a store will have a contract to say, hey, it has to be in this location, and it has to take up this many shelves with this many facings. And if you're not that, and they Coca-Cola will stipulate that for their sell-through based on their optimum throughput, but then give the retailer, in this case Walmart, discount for complying to that. So it's quite intricate, the US retail market. I like it.
In so many
The entire Shrek movie in Project Zomboid. Forgot about that. I'll be adding that for sure.
Well, then I realized the vendors are just putting their product there.
All right, we're gonna go to West Point.
I'm imagining you go down a shelf aisle, they've got it cordoned off into
all right.
lots of
come on.
rent different ones. Oh, this has a rental of $200 a week, and this one has a rental of $1,000 a week. Why? Because this is the one that's at eye level. And they think, well, I can't afford that. Well, we can give you one down, down over here in the upper left. It seems to get some pretty good traffic. Maybe that's $250 a week, right? It's like, so I'm imagining it's just real estate.
Okay, reload, motherfucker.
It is in some cases, Larry, but in other cases, so if you take Walmart off, because obviously that's a monster of a thing. But if you go to the lesser stores, it's actually, there's like a war going on, because in like you might have, let's say, 4 stores in a local area, in a town or a state or something like that. There's a family run thing, and you have a big brand like Coca-Cola.
There we go.
Go in there and say, hey, if you give us 25 facings, they'll come up with what you call gold standard planograms, or they call them mods. So gold standard layouts. if you follow one of these, you'll get discount on ordering from us. You know, we can give you a SKU price of this, or 20% discount or something if you comply to this. Now, what's interesting, Coke goes in there and says that, and the store owner says, yeah, I'll put 25 facings of all your Coke products and your soft drinks and stuff here. And then the merchandiser, so let's or the distributor,
West
which
Point.
might be
That's where
Coke
we're going.
Florida on behalf of Coca-Cola, go in there, and their reset team actually does the layout and does all of that stuff. And they might put an end cap on there because that might be a stipulation as well.
Random.
All's good.
Ooh.
That's brilliant. They just
Got
now
two
it's just a matter of the store keeping it stocked. Brilliant. Now you have fucking a competitor go in there like Red Bull. Yeah. Now, Red Bull say, hey, we this is our gold standard. And the store manager wants the discount out to get more space, and it's this constant sort of like to and fro thing, which is just it's ridiculous to me. But that's also what my software it says, this isn't compliant.
Like
It's funny
the
though.
Frito-Lay displays, the Frito-Lay truck would pull up. The Frito-Lay truck guy would deal with that. You don't see a stock boy from the grocery store. It's just this is your space. This is your product. You maintain it. You stock it. You inventory. You do all your stuff. You're just paying rent on.
It's an interesting industry to be in.
When you get into
Okay, what the
Walmart,
fuck?
yeah, they're so big. Yeah, you don't have vendors coming in and managing their contracted shelf space. Yeah, because they're too big. You do the stock boys.
What's the deal?
Dealing with with this stuff because Walmart is is the god of how products are moved around and distributed. And Walmart wants to put.
Okay, what's the deal? Is my stream dead? I can't tell.
A better idea of how best to generate revenue from the spread of product they have. We're going to do this. Is there a monster? In fact, what?
Oh sure. You get it. Yeah, you get into a more Walmart might not even have a garden center.
Okay, well, let's see. Do other things play? Yeah, they do.
I just don't go to Walmart for anything, any reason, at any time.
Are you a Target person then, or a Walgreens or something?
No, there's just Walmart is particularly offensive.
Okay.
And
It's like we're back.
And Sears and Roebuck. God, I can't.
And we're back
around that level of failure.
What about the Amazon instant shops? Have you ever seen them in the States? There's not many. I think there's only 3 active at the moment.
No, I've never seen one.
Good concepts. It's the future. And actually, and believe it or not, Walmart are actively trying to come up with competing systems to be able to do that kind of thing.
Wow.
You know what it is, right, Larry? So an individual can walk in there, your face tracked, you have an account, it can identify you, or it'll be off RFID tag.
Well, I think I might have broken the game here with all these mods.
Neural network. It's tagged to your shopping basket. It's now in your shopping basket, confirmed by radio tag and weight load bearing on the basket. And you're just going around picking stuff up, put them in a bag, walk straight out, and it builds your fucking account. And that's it. And you never interacted with another human being. That isn't bad. I like that because I don't like human beings. So I'm all for that.
There we go.
Just noticing, like, even where they have self checkouts, you have to put the product in a bag that's on a scale, and they know. He goes, "Oh yeah, you bought a can of soup and put it in the scale." If the
Oh, come on, the controller's not working. Come on.
Something wrong.
Yeah, this is so much better than that shit.
Well, no, it's the right tool for the job. Depends on where, you know. Yeah, if you're dealing with face tracking and accounting, you know, like, yeah, facial recognition and shopping cart, you know.
Oh,
That's
something's lagging me out. Come on.
I mean, Walmart has a tech center in Arkansas that's trying to catch up to Amazon's trials at the moment. So.
Oh, Amazon, yeah, Amazon and Walmart, they are the head-to-head without hesitation. Walmart wants in bad.
What is lagging
And
me up?
Amazon wants their fucking high street presence and business as well. Sequel.
I saw a friend of mine saw at a Walmart. I can't remember exactly where the hell it was. But he saw their
I'm dead.
Their drone delivery in action.
Yeah,
they had a separate building, and they had the drones coming and going.
Cancel. What's the fucking cancel button?
To Walmart,
Jesus.
20 minutes later,
There, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, but Larry, picture this, and I am up for this. I am up for this.
All
And
right.
I'm going to buy a.
We're not going there. I don't know what's up, but it's super fucking laggy. Might have to undo some of the mods.
Technology and the cycle time to be offset against the cost of the product. That product needs to be a fair premium for me to say, hey, yes, I need it now. It's expensive, but I'm going to pay the expensive delivery, and bang, here it comes. Now, with that, these drones flying through the air, you know, are carrying get these things. That's going to be a thing, and I look forward to reading about that.
Well, I'm also, you know, like a checkbox on delivery method, you know, like second day, same hour.
That,
you know, and or drone delivery.
Why are the buttons not working?
So yeah, you're
there
buying a $4 product, and you might have a $5 delivery charge. But you know, what are the options? I wait till tomorrow, but I still paid $1 delivery charge.
Yeah, but I think people are going to pay that on like expensive items. So if I needed a
yeah, but the drones are still, you know, extremely weight limited, and they are kind of product limited, so they're not going to be delivering electronics.
You're dashing my dreams of being a drone pirate.
Yeah, because if you're going to be a drone pilot, your big score wasn't the product; it was the $4,000 drone.
Yeah. No, fair point. It's got some right motors on it. I'll have them. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that happened. There was a tragedy. I worked in aerial mapping, and it went through the industry where someone had bought a brand new camera. This is back in the film camera days, and a film camera cost $250,000 or $300,000. And the aerial mapping aircraft cost less. I mean, you get a $150,000 airplane, and you put in a $500,000 camera, something like that, right?
Wait a minute. Have you seen DJI's like ground surveying drones now? They're survey drones. Yeah, they're amazing. Love them.
I know, but I was just going back a few years, right? So somebody stole the airplane. And just threw the camera overboard.
Nice.
Yeah, they stole a $150,000 airplane and threw away a $300,000 camera.
Yeah, that's smart. I like that. No, but the DJI stuff now.
Why is it so fucking laggy?
Point is pretty cool. I think what is it? Their Matrice range or whatever.
Yeah, I went to a meeting, my local surveyors, you know, group, and they're just the regular surveyors doing, you know, farm surveys, real estate surveys for subdivision, right? And they talked about, you know, different filing regulations and different, documentation requirements, new restrictions on licensure for a little bit. And then the rest of the thing was talking about FAA regulations because they all had a drone in their fucking truck. In other words, they go out to do just your basic real estate survey, right? They make all the critical measurements and get all the, and then they would put the drone and fly overhead. And that is now a standard delivery of their product. And they were talking FAA regulations at more than technical and legal survey requirements. They all have a drone. If you don't have a drone in your truck, you're so far behind the curve because you're right. Even $800 DJI Mini, right? You still you capture an aerial view of the job site, regardless of the purpose of the survey.
No, I've hired
There we go.
Well, I have got a DJI
Don't mind
Mini
if I do.
Pro 3, and I've set it to do
We're
an
protected.
aerial orbit fixed on my garden and my house. And then I've just taken that into a photogrammetry suite and got pretty accurate,
Right.
spatial
Gotta
map
be a
point
gun
cloud
in
data
here
that then
somewhere.
it meshes up and reapplies the texture. I've got a brilliant 3D, measurable survey of my house that I can, and then I obviously fuck around with like the garden and stuff like that, so I can pass it on to landscapers and say, "This is what I want, and this is what you'll have to do." It's wicked.
Yeah, and you don't have to go back very many years, and that software would
Wear
have
the
$10,000
helmets.
without a doubt. But now the software is shareware, and you're doing with $800 hardware. Right, I got it.
Shareware's not a term anymore, Larry. That's like 15, 20 years ago. We now just call it open source or free.
Yeah, call me boomer. You did. Okay, I got it.
No, I remember Shareware. Don't worry.
And it was actually, already kind of several years ago, where a friend of mine with his drone and all the good stuff, but you still had put out your measured control marks on the ground, the targeting.
Yes,
he would
weapon.
print them
It's not
on
gonna do
8.5
shit either.
by 11
For
piece
some
of
reason,
paper, and it was
never can kill
a
anything with
circular barcode.
blunt
So you
objects.
put them out there, you collect your photography, and it would search
let's
the
take-
photography to find the fiducial points, which are
Probably because I'm not
it would
strong.
automatically
My arms.
find them because
That's
one of the things we used to
probably
have
why.
to do is in photographing a large area or we put out the targets, I would have to go into the sit with the photogrammetrist and find those targets. But now they it automatically finds them because it's relatively small, circular barcode, and it finds it on its own. And I said, holy crap. Because I used to get calls at 2 o'clock in the morning. They say, Larry, we can't find the target. You better come in. So I have to go into 2 o'clock in the morning, sit with the guy, go, oh, yeah, there's the target behind the barn. It's at the end of this path, and you see my big white axe, whatever. And,
Nice.
But when it was automatically finding the targets and then making the 3D wireframe and a photogrammetric bundle adjustment, and this was years ago from a drone, holy crap.
Maybe I am better. Let's see.
Wow. No, some of the drones they do now, they've got, for £4,000, and I guess it would be the same in dollars. You can have a Mavic 3 with a multispectral setup that does near infrared and other wavelengths with 43-minute flight time. I like this.
Why am I not wearing the helmet? God damn it. All right. Well, that's weird. There's no... Oh, fucking A. Of course it's a dead end.
Damon, you're being a bit quiet.
Oh, I didn't realize you guys could hear me.
I couldn't hear you. I had a feeling you thought... normally, you've got something to say about everything, whether it's fucking useful or not. And since there was...
No, I'm doing a live stream right.
Time, I actually thought...
No, I'm doing a live stream right now where I'm playing Project Zombiod. Surprisingly, the audio is going through from Discord, which is a treat because that's usually doesn't happen through the way I'm doing it. Ooh, a bus.
Not played that. What type of game is it? And don't say a zombie fucking game. I meant the mechanics of it, not the context.
Oh, fuck. It's a whole crowd of them. It's top down. There's inventory management, crafting. You need to eat. You can get hurt. You get scratched. You need to like stop the bleeding. The clothing you wear can.
So it's like so you're just telling me it's like DayZ at the moment.
It's like but it's like 8-bit, and it's top down.
I might get that actually.
Yeah, it's really fucking fun. Honestly, it's really fun. It's really hard too. Like it starts out
multiplayer.
Yeah, it is. Me and Cole tried to play, but he's in such a dog shit area, and you're supposed to play on like whitelisted servers or something. I don't know how to do that. We'll figure it out eventually. But it is really fucking fun. It is so hard. It starts out by saying this is how you died, and when you die, whatever you find or whatever's on your body is on that zombie. And if you go back into that map, you can find your body again and get the shit off of it, and the map will slowly progress throughout time. Like eventually the power gets shut off, the water stops working, canned goods and all. Like it's really fucking cool.
I mean, that's one addition that I want to DayZ is when a player dies, either being shot by another player or gets killed by a zombie. I want their dead body to be there, but only for like 15 minutes, and then they're reanimated as a zombie, but with their full gear still, so that you could go back and fucking claim it.
Yeah, that's what I like. I've never been
Look, is this do you real time shoot shit in this as well then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll add it to my wish list. Mac as well.
I'm back and I'm able to talk now.
Yeah, well, keep it up and you'll get muted again, buddy.
I think you need to convince these assholes to engage with TikTok more, because even though there are some incredibly bright people on TikTok, that they're overwhelmingly poor arguments from a global stance.
Well, I'm saying we need to do an MMM takeover and like make a run of these shows and go and show up in force,
Well, I still think the best option is for you to follow that fucking link.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Start alive and build a following that way, because I've got like, let's say I've got like 300 or 400 people that follow me that are flat Earth, subject matter. If I join that, they get a thing to say, oh, Stingray has joined alive.
Mm-hmm.
And same with others. You can invite others to say, hey, come have a discussion. Yeah, it's interesting.
It was so annoying because I joined in that one with you, Sting, and it's impossible to get a word out because there's so many people that want to talk and quite a few people like talking for about 10 to 15 minutes non-fucking stop and you can't get a word in.
No, but I guess the other thing though as well is they get sucked into a trap of cyclically defending the globe, and it's like, why are you doing that? You're setting off in this huge fucking circle that in about an hour is going to end up back where you started, and then you're going to set off on that circle again. Don't do that. Do not do that, please. A minute, let me just
Right.
my balance. Ooh, I'm up to like 6 pounds now, Nelly.
How much more until Blender pays for itself?
Blender's free, isn't it? So, a long time
Blender's
ago.
free? Oh my god, I need to download it right now.
Yes.
Do they do is Blender good for dynamic modeling?
It depends what you mean dynamic. If you mean procedural over what you fucking just mentioned as dynamic, then yes, incredibly using something called geometry nodes. But I fail to understand what you mean exactly.
Fluid simulations.
Ooh.
Oh right, no, that's not. So when you say that's not dynamic modeling, that's just dynamics and physics and things.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's fair. So I'll tell you what. I'll show you something. It's easier. Oh, let's have a look at this.
Like, if for argument's sake, I wanted to do a rudimentary experiment on Blender, putting air through a hose and water through a hose, would that be able to model it somewhat accurate?
It wouldn't be the best. It'd be medium.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be the best. Like, it's yeah. There's better things to use, but obviously incredibly costly to get higher quality simulations.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Let me show you this. So it's incredibly easy to do something like this. Can you see my screen?
Can't see shit.
Yep.
I can't see anything you're doing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that would. Well, first of all.
Oh, that's right. I'm not
First of all,
watching
have to
you.
Stop thinking you're seeing 3D.
Well, that right, because
Yeah,
that if I if
3D.
I could see everything of every but
Anyway.
I'm watching my own game right now.
Anyway. So this is a geometry node system that deals with the interactions between collisions, as well as a dampening force and then an inertial. Well, anyway, I'll just play it because it's more about a visual than anything else.
Ooh, pretty.
And that does that in real time.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So this is geometry nodes, where it is procedurally generating these based off physics.
That's really nice.
And it's coloring them based off obviously velocity, but also latent kinetic.
Is it worth looking at, Rocket Man? Just asking for a friend.
If you want to be slightly high whilst looking at it, I highly recommend it.
No, wait a minute. No, yeah, you don't look at it if you're already high, because this will fuck you up.
Yes, slightly high. Maybe. If you're already gone, don't.
Yeah.
If you're 5 spliffs in.
Yeah, this is my disorientate Sean example.
You should come. Every demonstration you had should have a little spliffer meter tolerance in the top corner. Be like, if you have any more spliffs than this, you are not allowed to watch this visual.
Yeah. So in answer to your question, Rocket, for fluid simulations, which is what you're on about, it isn't the best. For basic physics and interactions, along with what you call procedural modeling using geometry nodes inside of Blender, it is fucking phenomenal. Okay. So to get a certain type of effect, it's very phenomenal. To get a certain result using simulation parameters, there are a lot better options that implement like Navier-Stokes equations with very, very fine detail adjustment. So,
Yeah,
so,
'cause
so for instance, Maya and oh god, what is it? Maya and goddamn special. Fuck, I'm gonna.
Oh god, he's gonna
I
have
just
a heart
noticed
attack. I knew
my
it.
modules for the semester have come up, and one of them is numerical methods and applied programming.
Nice.
Yay! I can finally understand half the shit you say to me.
Well, what are the components for fluid dynamics? There's not a lot, is there? There's only 4 principal components for any kind of fluid interactions. Wait a minute. The fuck? I can't believe I've forgotten the name of this. Oh god damn.
I can't.
So it's I need differentiation integration, Taylor series, Newton-Raphson, vectors, ordinary differential equations, matrices and linear algebra, Gaussian eliminations, basic programming skills, and then MATLAB. Okay. That's not too bad.
Really, I forgot the principal fucking fluid simulator that I used to use, the name of it. Oh my goodness. This is really not, but caveat, it was a long time ago. But
Yeah.
still, it's pissing me off.
Pressure control. What is control?
Yeah, anyway, Rocket, on those TikToks, you can get some pretty decent tips, I think, if you get more visual.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know how. Like, you have everything set up so to click a button, you can have all your demonstrations ready. I have my globe. That's about it. For a very one niche talking point, but
Yeah, but you have heard me say the following statement. To any globe proponent, you can have my files. If there's only a few that I would have to change or you'd have to omit because they contain commercial single license material, such as the. Oh, actually, here's an interesting one. I've
So
just replaced my. So one of them that did was my ISS footage thing. It used a like 220K textures for color, and then some commercial textures. One of them was actually I put two 12K commercial ones together for a cloud, the cloud stencil there for it to generate stuff inside. But I'm in the middle of swapping all them out for ones that are actually freely available and higher resolution. So
you
I can
should
even
put
give that away now, which is
you should put the file of them in the channel down there, PDF and resources, so everyone else has a place to grab them at, or a link to it at least.
slight caveat. Slight caveat: the single file, when it's done with embedded textures, will certainly be over 3.5 gigabytes. You would need a monstrous machine to open that up. Just saying.
Yeah.
I can do
Well,
that, yeah.
maybe a a shareable cloud folder, the link to it.
Why is that normally? Are they dumped in? Is it Discord file share or something? But there's a limit, right?
Yeah, there's a certain limit. I don't remember what it is.
But it's not 4 gig or something like that.
No, it's not that big.
I know you hear that a lot, Damon, but do you know actually what size it actually is?
No, I do not.
You did get my joke, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I'm trying to kill this zombie. I'm all looted up. I got firefighters gears on. Let's see if they can bite through it.
Why aren't you streaming it in here?
I tried, but I was getting stream issues so I decided to stop streaming it in here. There we go. Oh, this axe sucks.
Tactical, you're about.
Oh, it's tactical here. He likes playing this too. Oh shit!
I'll skin flink, so if it goes back on silent like that.
Dead.
The new modules that I have are just horrendous, and they're just throwing us into the deep end. Like, first day, week 1, I need to know what Laplace transforms are. I've never done anything like this before, and I'm already shitting myself. Laplace. A Laplace transform. Because it's basically this particular module is all about control, so different control of different systems. So like example, the control of gimbaling for rocket thrusters and stuff, like how to do all that crap.
All right.
I really want to. There's something about a certain period in France, isn't there, that just created fucking geniuses. If you think about it. Like Fermat, Lorenz, Laplace, just the list fucking is immense, and it all sits in like this 150-year fucking gap, doesn't it?
It was this year gap between when they stopped giving a shit about invading England and just focused on their own shit, and they just had a fucking brainwave, and then they've just gone back to remedial shit now. But those 150 years where they stopped giving a shit about the UK and invading was just bliss.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Fucking French. I'm joking. Sorry, Nico.
I'm not a big fan of French myself. I mean, but look, when you stop invading other people and stop the war, suddenly you have intelligent people that actually do important shit. I think every country should take notice.
I think France should take re-notice.
Yes.
I mean, but they're like kind of invading themselves, because it's not that they're invading someone else, it's like they just have really shitty government.
Yeah, it still creates a distraction.
Yep. Yeah, we should just make a country with the smart people and just let them do their thing.
Oh, tactical. What do you think of that? Incidentally, geeks or whatever.
About what?
The guy that was in. You were in Geos, right?
Yeah.
And did you hear me talking to Jeremy and then talking to that incidentally geeks?
Oh no, I wasn't there.
Ah, right. Okay.
What about him?
Oh no, it's just a weird fellow. Very weird fellow.
Oh, I mean that when he like spoke like this or something like this.
Yeah, fucking his voice got really high like a woman.
Yeah, that was weird. He doesn't speak like this anymore in Geos. Speaks normally.
No, there's a lot of odd things. Very odd. Like if you went to a play and it wasn't a very good play and there's only like 3 people sat around in a massive theater, but there's like fucking 5 people on stage and they're all really bad at acting. It's like watching one of those.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm seriously contemplating sleeping 4 hours today.
Yeah, that's what I usually get.
I think that's a good idea. Because normally I should go to sleep in like 10 minutes, but no.
Oh my god, I've just remembered it. Real flow. But anyway, Rocket, I can sleep now. Fucking hell. Real flow. It's purely built around a few open source baked formats for fluid simulations, but the tools that it had, and I'm sure it had, I haven't used it in like 5 or 6 years, and not in a longer than that with purpose, but at the time it was better than Maya's, Autodesk Maya's implementation of fluid dynamics. It was stunning. It's if you
To
could
be
ever get a
honest,
copy of that, it's fantastic.
to be honest, if a program costs something, you can use magic of the internet to find it for free.
But we don't condone that, do we? And as software developers, where our income is based primarily on people paying for it to reward us for our efforts, that would
Yeah,
be a really
tactical.
bad show, wouldn't it?
Oh, come on.
It's like,
You're not
wait a
fun.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. It's like I used to work in games for such a long time, and I always used to hear two fucking arguments that really used to piss me off. The first is games, a single game now costs way too much. It's like fuck off and everything you stand for. And then the worst argument is, oh well, you could just find that for free somewhere and download it. It's like you motherfuckers. Yes, not happy with that.
Like, for example, my school pays for the Photoshop license, but they don't allow us to use it home. So I had to steal it to use it at home to practice, because how else am I going to practice using Photoshop?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you already pay for it, or your school already pays for it, then that's. But
And
to be
don't you
fair,
find that stupid that the school gives us the programs, but we can't use them to practice at home because for some reason, no.
yeah, Adobe are not a very adaptive licensing company. That's quite different with something like Autodesk. They've got two models
God damn it.
of license and usage that would allow you to do that. So, for instance, if you let's say you were learning visual effects and or fluid simulations in Maya, for example, you would be able to, you've got two licensing options. You've got a network floating license that can be online, so you can be assigned a node can be assigned it at school, but then your computer at home, you could just transition that license. It's about a 20-second transition. But then they also do a usage credit system, whereby in a valid logon on a team, your school can purchase usage credits that can be used anywhere from anyone that's on that team. So yeah, Adobe should do something similar. That's Adobe's fault.
Is it the same with CorelDRAW? Because they also don't allow us to like have those programs at home from the school.
Fuck knows. No one uses CorelDRAW, so I've got no idea.
No, bummer. Our school had like a year. For a year straight, we just used Corel.
Yeah, that I've never met any professional that's ever fucking used CorelDRAW in any of the fields I've ever worked in any discipline. So I'm sorry about
We're still using it. We're still like using it to make posters, to make cards, to make everything basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still good.
It probably be the Adobe Illustrator that most people use.
Yeah, Illustrator or Publisher, yeah, something like that. You just you wouldn't use. Yeah, you could use them.
We also have that, but the school just like, yeah, you have Adobe Illustrator. Here's 1 hour that you get to play with it, and then we just kind of throw it out.
Yeah, I guess when you know about Boolean operations, the difference between a rational B spline and a non-rational B spline, or a control point curve, it's the same wherever you go. It's just more a case of process orientation to get used to the tools rather than it is the concept. So I don't disagree with that, But if there was ever a choice and the economics worked out, I'd always say industry tools over saving money.
Although it's easier to switch from Photoshop to Illustrator because they have very similar UI.
I can't connect my Quest headset to my PC, and now I'm angry.
Which one do you have?
Quest 2.
Ah, yeah, you should
Yeah,
upgrade.
Yeah, I got Steam VR on. Well, I just downloaded it, and it was like connect your headset to the PC, and I'm like, sure. I've got a lightning cable to a USB-C connector. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it's only compatible with the fucking Apple Pencil.
Why won't you use the Airlink?
Where you can air link.
Yeah.
Is that over standard Wi-Fi then?
Yeah, it's over standard Wi-Fi. I think you just need Wi-Fi 6 to do it.
Yeah, but that's not good. I've got 2 points on that. Well, unless the Quest is really low quality, you're gonna have bandwidth issues to maintain independent 90 frames a second on 2K streams, and then the processing, yeah, and then the Quest will process that as well.
Oh, shit.
You might be looking at a lot higher latency.
That was
right?
fast.
Yeah, it's horrible. I can see it totally. It's horrible. They have
Yeah,
Wi-Fi 6 and basically everything best that it could use, and it still sucks. It's stuttering. It loses frames. Yeah, it's horrible. That
Yeah,
would work.
yeah. I mean, tactical. I said it. Well, it was in a box for. It's been in a box for about 2 years. But I've just taken my Vibe Pro, my Vibe Pro 2 out, and I've got a wireless system on that with the Intel WIG adapter, and that uses a 5th generation 36 gigahertz signal to beam to my fucking head. So I should be developing tentacles and or superpowers very shortly.
I have the Quest 3 and it's pretty good, but I just gave up on PC VR.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I used to play. What was that? It was Into the Radius, but it just sucked for me because I didn't have enough space for a cable in my room, and like generally playing in my room. So I just kind of suffered on like 60 to 30 frames because it dropped randomly, and controllers just running off by the noise. So yeah, I just kind of gave up.
Oh yeah, the motion sickness must be insane.
Check out Underdogs VR. Check out that game; it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I've got yeah. I mean, the Vive Pro though is a pretty decent system when it's wireless.
Then you should also check out Underdogs VR. You're basically in a mech and you just destroy shit.
Have you seen? I mean, I love Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great game. My dad also really enjoyed it.
Underdogs VR on Steam.
Yep, it's on Steam, it's on Quest, so it's both
I can't.
standalone and PC VR.
I can't. Underdogs, as in one word or two. Actually, I've searched for both, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, is it just Underdogs? It's not VR.
Underdogs. Yeah, I think.
Right. Yeah, got it. No, the filtering. It's not your fault. The filtering system on Steam is fucking horrendous.
Oh,
if you enter Underdogs space VR, it shows you nothing because it's a all or nothing fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's bastard ridiculous.
You need to know what you're looking for, like exactly.
Yeah. Oh, this does look interesting. Oh, I like the art style of the the scene.
Yeah, it's really good. You know a gorilla tag, so like you have to pull the ground to move. It's the same case in that game, but it really makes sense.
Well, I've got loads of games that I've got to fucking play that I bought that I haven't actually even started. So that's going on my wish list along with the other shit. So
I talked with developers today, and they're really passionate about the game. To be honest.
There's two. Well, there's another game that I want to play. I want to play Phantom Liberty, but I've been a long-standing fan of the Homeworld series, and Homeworld 3 is coming out in about a month. I am looking forward to that.
I'm a big fan of Titanfall, and they still have a slight bit of hope that Titanfall 3 comes out someday.
Oh yeah, it's going to cost nothing. It will be free.
Yeah, it's gonna be nothing because right now Apex is the aftermath of Titanfall.
Yeah, I'm going to say they won't be able to charge for it. Now I'm going to
Yeah,
But
it's
it was
free,
free.
but it has like shit ton microtransactions, and the events in the free game cost like $300 to complete. So
Oh.
yeah,
There is a game that I want to get. It's called Gunner Heat. And it's a really good tank simulation on PC.
I used to play simulators quite a lot, but then I just kind of got bored. Because I was like, oh, let's play a plane simulator. Oh, people have fucking plane cockpit reconstructed in their home. Oh, I want that. Oh, it's expensive. Okay, I'm not going to play it anymore. I think I was like a moments away from buying the what's that called? The stick that you use in plane to pitch, and the throttle for Elite Dangerous. But then I stopped playing it, so I thought it was a bad idea.
Yeah, I've got a HOTAS
Oh
stick
yeah,
and
oh
throttle
yeah, it's
quad.
called a HOTAS, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I've got a few of them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I wanted to get a joystick for playing first-person shooters. Actually, for the movement on the left.
Please go back to sleep. Please go back to sleep.
Yeah, I want to use
What?
I want to use a joystick for the right instead of a mouse or whatever. I want a joystick
Why would you want that?
because I want a cross between motion control and mouse, and I
No,
don't
no, I
like
can
using the
answer
mouse.
that. I can answer that. It's the same reason he's got 3D at the end of his fucking name. It's fucking insane and nuts and
Okay.
wrong all the time. So that's it. It's the same reason.
I think you need to play me in a game where I'm allowed to use motion and you use whatever control you want, and we'll see who comes out
You're
on
allowed
top.
to lose motion and fucking auto lock on and aim assist. Yeah.
There's
sure,
no, they don't have no. When you use motion, it disables any auto lock on stuff. It completely makes it
Does
so you're
it?
yes, absolutely. It's
Jeez, playing on a stick without aim assist would be horrible. But good luck.
Mhm. Oh shit, Zombie
I
City.
just can't play on a controller. I just can't aim on a controller.
Me either. That's why I use motion. I mean, when you're using a keyboard or a mouse, you're using motion.
Yeah, but I think a mouse is different from like a stick.
Yeah, the stick isn't motion either. That's why I was saying I was trying to make a cross between the two. Like I like actual gyroscope controls with the movement of a joystick. Like WASD is fucking trash in my opinion for movement. A thumbstick is
Nah.
thumbstick is in my opinion
I agree.
the more superior.
Oh yeah. So if only agreement of ill-informed people, dictated the reality of the situation, the Earth would be fucking flat in this arena, wouldn't it? But
Let's
it's
use
not. So no.
let's use something that's meant to type freaking high school papers
Yeah.
on a school to play games with.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, some people, including me, use E, D, S, and F for for movement.
And that just created silence in the room. But anyway,
I mean, yeah, it's just up. It's just
Right, but needing
WSD
3 fingers to do the
move.
needing 3 fingers to do something only one thumb needs, is futile.
I'm gonna agree with you if it was a very short motion. Yes, I'll agree with you on that. But there can't be any sort of like progressive stuff there. So I'd need the same amount of time that I can go left, right on a keyboard. I want to be able to do that on a very short throw stick because I do use that, and that would hinder me if it took me longer.
And in some shooters, you need to have the sharp movements like W and S and D, like in Apex. I played that game way too much, so the movement techniques cannot be done on controller.
See, yeah, it can. It can be done with motion control. That's what Demon's talking about. If you've never played shooter games and used the motion control, which not enough shooter games put in their games, and Demon's telling the truth, motion control it changes everything when you play with the control.
Okay, we're not. Wait a minute. There's a few different things here. Can you play it with a motion control? No one's arguing against that. Yes, you can. Can you play it with a fucking joystick as a left, right, forward, back? Yeah, absolutely. No one's saying you can. That's not the issue. The issue is if I'm in a Quake 3 arena battle using a railgun with someone that's using a fucking motion controller and a thumbstick, and I've got a mouse and a keyboard, I will eat them alive.
That's
I
your
will be able to
opinion. Yeah.
control. No, it isn't.
Well,
It's
have you done
objective
it though?
fucking reality.
Have you done it though? Because because I can show you videos where they've done statistics on this, right? And they've shown that motion controls, when gone up against anything else, like Trump's keyboard or Trump's, joysticks, Trump's controllers.
In terms of what? In terms of what? In terms of what?
What do you mean?
That's a very general statement.
In terms of like first-person shooters.
Finite control and aiming around a corner and being very accurate. Absolutely got you. However, meet me in a fucking room in Quake 3 where we're bouncing up and down and you need to be pinpoint accurate in a fraction of a second. Then no.
Well, I don't think you have the data to say that's the case. Yeah, I don't think you have the data to say that's the case. You're just making an assumption based on your bias at this point.
No, like, to be honest, it very much depends on the game.
It really does. Yeah, it really does.
But for a game like Titanfall 2, where you run on walls on crack and you need to be pinpoint accurate depending on the weapons, of course, then mouse is better. Because I tried to play with a controller and it's just too smooth.
Yeah, well, if you tried to play with the controller for your movement and general plotting, and then for the fine point of motion, I don't see. I think maybe just actually try playing it against people. Why don't you download BlueStacks why don't you download BlueStacks? All right, and then you could download Call of Duty Mobile, and we'll go against each other. You can play mouse and keyboard, set it up so it's all nice, and then I'll play controller and motion, and we'll see who wins.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up for that, but not now because I'm off to bed. But here's a question though. In a motion control or using motion control in a first person shooter, if you're about very superficial shooters, maybe there's some situations like tactical just said, but on the situations that I play, so I'm one of either extremes. It's an extreme incredible reaction thing, you're bouncing up and down, and I need to do a 180 in an instant. And also strafe in a random manner, or then the other end of the scale. Like, don't get me wrong, motion controls might fit in the middle somewhere, but then at the other end of the scale, let's say hyper realistic, then on a mouse, if I'm taking an aim at you to take an 800-meter shot and it's in cold conditions and I'm my character's shivering as it is, I'll stop down my mouse my mouse influence and division on the resolution so that it's smoother, and I'll make a 10 centimeter sort of like pan trying to lead someone in the distance and
Uh-huh.
then shoot, and then click, 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 and back up to normal motion and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in modern mouse as well. I have it in my mouse. It's called DPS clutch. So you just press it and just decreases your DPS by a ton and just makes it very smooth for like sniper shots.
But I mean, yeah, but it's like you say, tactical. It's progressive. I can have like I don't know, 12 steps on that. So, and I will choose that differently. You know, if I run into a room and I know someone's in there, I'm on a very fast. Well, actually, it depends what weapon I've got, but I might have that really high so that movement is incredibly fast. But like you say, if I'm running around outside in a forest, I'll have it set to something else. I'll just not step it down. If I'm running around outside in a city, I'll do something else. If I'm taking a long range sniper shot, I'll do something else.
But
I don't. It's important.
but you don't get no feedback with the mouse and keyboard like with the controller, especially my PS5 controller. You get constant feedback in your controller through the vibration functions and the button functions. You don't get that on a mouse and keyboard at all.
What
Yeah,
do you
it's
mean?
usually through the sound design. So like when you shoot someone, you get the noise from shooting someone and actually hitting them.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a Dolby surround headset that I'm wearing right now, which is actually shit for Discord, but brilliant for games. So,
I'm not talking about sound.
No, he's
yeah,
talking
but
about feedback.
yeah, but vibration feedback, like you shoot and it vibrates. Brilliant. I don't care.
No, it's a little bit more than you just shoot and it just vibrates. That's what I say about people that play on mouse and keyboard. You're missing like half of the
Yeah.
experience of the game
Not
because you want to
Cole,
play with
not
something made to type papers with.
not none of that. The
Cole, you
Rumble 3.0 can actually give you like shape within the rumbling. It's more than just a
yeah,
rumble.
no,
It
that's fine. I get it. I get it. You're talking to a games developer that fucking developed shit on the first Rumble pack that came out with the N64. I get it. I know what it can
but
do
that's the
all
old
the way up
stuff.
to the current technology
Yeah.
now. However, no, all the way up to the current technology now.
Hmm.
I left the games industry on like PS3 era, but all the way up to
PS3
now.
era is not PS5. Trust me.
No, and I've got
And
a
not only that,
PS5. I've
like
got every fucking console
the
under the
Switch
rainbow.
Rumble
But I'm
can
saying,
like
wait
make
a minute,
sound and
Cole.
everything.
Cole, yes, you can. Yeah, and I've got a Switch, but you can fucking. It depends on the context. If I want an immersion, absolutely, I fucking agree with you. Immersion, brilliant. If any of those elements slow me down and make me worse at taking multiple shots at multiple targets, then no, I don't fucking want to be immersed. I want to get to the next shot. That's the difference between multiplayer online and then being immersed playing something like fucking Spider-Man and having resistance fucking things on the triggers. I'm all for that. I love it.
Yeah, I don't play Spider-Man.
You're missing out.
Yeah, but it's like
Maybe.
my my testimonial, goes to say it works better for me. I get maybe 3 kills and 30 deaths when I play with just joystick or keyboard and mouse, and I get like 30 kills and maybe 3 deaths when I play with motion controls and or a mixture of a controller with motion controls for the right, the
Yeah,
aiming
I,
feature
I,
of
I
it.
get it, Demon. I get it, Demon. But there is one scenario that fits both those outcomes quite easy. One, you play with small fucking children that can't play games, and two, you're shit. If you add both of those together and go through those two scenarios, that's what you would end up with.
I don't no, wait, I don't understand. Like,
I think
so you're saying I only play with children? Is
It's-
that what you're telling me, that I'm only playing with children?
well, yeah, little teenagers that don't know how to play games. Yes.
Bro, he said he don't know how to play Quake.
So
What
I
do you
right.
mean?
So
Are you
my
talking
testimonial
about
of my
National League or
experience is
something,
it
Stingray?
actually I shouldn't use my own experience, is what you're telling me.
It was a piss take, you silly asshole. And no, I'm not in a professional league, Call, but I have played against the #1 UK Quake player because he used to work at our company.
He was a child.
He wasn't as he's fucking. He was a little bit older than me at the time.
I'm playing with grown men in Apex. What the hell?
No, I admit thumbsticks are the worst for shooter games. But Demon's telling you the truth. Motion controls are exceptionally good at shooters. Like
No,
People just don't know it because nobody ever does it. Most people don't even put it in the freaking game. That's what aggravates a lot of people. You can't.
I mean, no, I agree. I've got motion controls on the HTC Vive that for the first time ever, I sat down, I think, with X-Plane 11 when it first introduced non-joystick, full hands-on VR flying, which means you with the motion controllers and the triggers and the grips and the option buttons on there, you could operate every single thing on that fucking plane, including grabbing the stick, throttle quadrant, flaps, levers, all that kind of stuff. And it was stunning. I loved that kind of immersion. I really did. So I'm not saying motion control is bad in any way. I'm just saying in a first-person shooter, on multiplayer, online, competitive. Dunno.
Yeah, but I have evidence to say it's the opposite.
When you can, please post it because I'd be interested.
Yeah, I can it's my testimony. Like I'm telling you, when I don't use I could take the exact same game, play it with just joysticks. I'm going to die around 30 to 40 times, and I might get 1 or 2 kills if I just turn
Sorry, I thought you
the.
said you had like statistics and stuff to look at.
There's a video
Not
that
just-
I've seen
not just
about
that,
it.
but-
Oh, for fuck's sake. Y'all are fucking just retarded, I swear to God. Seriously.
I'm saying it could be true for
No.
just you, Demon.
I believe I've said it is true for me that it is a
I get it. It's true.
Yeah, don't worry. Y'all are getting a 30 on your IQ fucking mark right here. Hold on. Who else was that? Immersive, Stingray. I think I heard
Yeah, I
Rocket
think you
pipe
guys
up, but he
play,
didn't
Quake
defend
together
me.
and see who wins.
I don't play Quake. I don't think there's motion for that. But like I said, download BlueStacks, get the fucking Call of Duty mobile game, and we'll do it on there.
Like Call of Duty. Small fucking children up to
We'll
the
go
age of 16
one-on-one.
play Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
we'll go one-on-one.
It's worse, Stingray. It's the mobile version.
Is it? All right. Small children and fucking females play Call of Duty. I ain't into that. Sorry. I'll play a decent shooter with you. I'll end the play at either end of the spectrum. DayZ Deathmatch or fucking or Quake 3. Hell, let loose. I've got that. I've only played it like 3 or 4 times. It's a bit
Oh
weird.
jeez, DayZ is hard.
DayZ's awesome. Weapon
I know
ballistics.
it's awesome. I played it for a bit, but
Yeah, weapon ballistics in DayZ come from armor or an advancement from armor, and
Arma
they are
is
fucking
great.
second to none. Second to none. Love it.
Arma is great, but the only thing I did in Arma was fly with the 8 in the Warthog and destroy tanks. But yeah, the shooting part in Arma is also really good.
I love finding Call of Duty players in fucking DayZ where they run and hide behind a relatively thin wall or into a shed or a wooden structure.
Rainbow Six Siege is very good at eliminating those kinds of people.
I played that. I don't think I bought it either. Oh
You
no,
haven't
I think
played Rainbow Six Siege?
No, I think I played it. I think I played one round with a friend when it was like on a free weekend, and that was it. I can't really remember it.
The better player scene is horrible because you basically do the same shit and you have to use certain characters because they're better than the other characters. But generally, this shooting is not very easy.
Rainbow Six Siege is where you got the shape chargers. You can choose.
Yeah.
I played a few rounds of it, but I can't actually remember. I can remember what it is, but I can't remember what I thought of it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Just look at my Steam library, all the games that got 0 fucking hours against them. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I have like 4 main games, and the rest has sub 50 hours. I wasted 1,600 hours for a game that looks like it's Roblox.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if you can beat this. DayZ. How much have I played on DayZ? So,
I wasted almost 2,000 hours for Unturned, which is like a zombie shooting game, but you don't shoot zombies, you shoot people on most servers.
Wait a minute. How many hours do you think I've got on DayZ and how many on Arma? So, DayZ. Let's have a look. DayZ. There we go. I have
Are you
played
checking
a.
Steam?
I played a total of 3,103 hours on DayZ.
Oh, so I was guessing right. So more 3,000.
Right, all right. Let's do Armor 3, shall we?
All right. I'm guessing 4 or 5,000. If you played it more.
No, 2,708.
Oh.
Huh.
That's like 10 times more than I have in Arma.
Yeah, but I'm a noob.
I have 200 hours in Arma. And in Apex I have 800, and I'm somehow fighting the top 1% of people. So that's kind of fun.
Nice. I was thinking about buying Reforger, but I can't be asked at the moment. I don't have the time.
Like in Apex, there's this thing called Apex Filter, so there's like top 750 people, and I get them in my lobbies regularly for some reason. Even though I'm not playing ranked, I have like bronze 1.
Does it do pretty decent level matching then?
Yeah, I mean, usually the one guy on YouTube checked it. When you do really horrible in matches, like you're the worst player in the game, it starts to give you the really good lobbies for some reason. And it's usually the streamers that stream Apex and destroy the whole lobby that usually get those people. But sometimes you get people on similar level. So that's really weird. But also, its matchmaking in ranked is bad because in ranked, when you're good, you just run to the lower ranks. But in Apex, you get one of the highest ranks in bronze because the skill level is similar.
I think I did play Apex Legends. Oh, wait, I've got it. It won't be a lot of hours. But I did play it for a little bit and thought, yeah, this doesn't match up to what I want.
Yeah. It's a good game. That's one of my favorite games, but you need to have friends to play it. Like solo queuing is bad. Like most shooters, especially in battle royals. Because most of the time, you get people that don't know how to play the game.
I'll tell you what's a really good thing for VR is the zombie training simulator. I like that. I used to play that a lot.
What's it called? Is it just Zombie Simulator?
Zombie training simulator. Oh, there's all. Have you got? Oh, what's the pirate one that I used to play, which is awesome? VR one. Give me a sec.
If it's PC VR, it might be hard. Zombie Training Simulator, okay.
Well, yeah, it's funny. It's well, it's not. It kind of is a piss tank.
Yeah, it looks like a goofy VR game.
It is,
but it looks.
It's fun.
All right. Well, I swear. Sometimes I wonder why the fuck I even hang out with these people, but go fuck myself, right?